Welcome to the studio, developers. Today, let's learn about multi-agent AI systems. Now, you know the exact feeling I'm talking about, right? You want to launch a brand new product, so you ask a single AI to run the entire multi-stage campaign. You literally spend an hour crafting this massive, hyper-detailed prompt. You outline the personas, the exact output formats, the tone of voice, the whole shebang. You hit enter, lean back, and then you just watch in absolute frustration as it slowly hallucinates. It forgets half your formatting instructions, invents API endpoints that don't even exist, and finally just spits out this generic, unusable mess.
So can one AI run a whole campaign? Well, the short answer is no, it really can't. And the technical reason for this comes down to context window limits and extreme cognitive overload. Think about it. When you force a solo AI to act as a data analyst, a creative copywriter, and a strict quality assurance editor all at the exact same time, the underlying attention mechanisms just start degrading. It gets completely overwhelmed trying to juggle all those distinct personas and conflicting constraints. It's kind of like asking one junior developer to design the architecture, write the back-end code, build the front-end UI, test everything, and deploy a full-stack application in a single hour. Honestly, it doesn't matter how smart they are, right? Their attention is spread way too thin, and they're inevitably going to drop the ball.
But here's the twist. While one massive monolithic AI was cool, a team of specialized AI agents working together, that is the actual future. We're rapidly moving away from these single-agent bottlenecks where complex tasks are just processed sequentially and context overload leads to those constant frustrating errors. Instead, we're entering the era of the multi-agent team. This architectural shift means parallel processing, hyper-specialized roles, and incredibly high reliability. You get way better outputs because each node in your system is intensely focused on doing just one thing perfectly. So how do we actually structure this team?
Section 1. Meet the Orchestrator agent.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because to make a multi-agent team work, you need a boss. You need someone running the show. Enter the Orchestrator agent. You can think of the Orchestrator exactly like your agency tech lead or project manager. This agent doesn't actually do the grunt work. It doesn't write a single line of code, and it definitely doesn't draft any marketing emails. Instead, it receives your high-level, ambitious goal, breaks that massive goal down into a tree of actionable, bite-sized subtasks, and dynamically delegates those tasks to specialized AI workers. It literally directs the traffic, manages the delicate handoffs between different agents, and intelligently resolves any conflicts if two agents happen to disagree on an outcome. So, who exactly is the Orchestrator managing? Let's break down the team roster. First up, you have the researcher agent. The Orchestrator might give it a highly specific prompt, like, hey, find the top 3 competitors in our space and summarize their pricing models. Its only job is to gather that market data, scrape the web, and analyze trends. Then, that raw data gets handed over to the writer agent, who receives a prompt like, use an authoritative but approachable tone to convert this data into a landing page. Its sole focus is crafting engaging, brand-aligned content. Finally, the output goes to the reviewer agent, who acts as the strict quality assurance check. The reviewer is prompted to be completely ruthless, making sure the copy hits all your formatting requirements and brand safety guidelines before it ever even reaches your desk.
Section 2. Walk through product launch campaign.
All right, let's see how this builds in practice. We're going to walk through a concrete, real-world example of a product launch campaign to make this architecture instantly understandable. Imagine a busy office where agents are real people passing documents back and forth. Step 1. The Orchestrator receives your prompt to launch our new developer tool, and it maps out the tactical goal. Step 2, it taps the researcher agent, who immediately hits the web, gathers competitor pricing, extracts key features, and formats it all neatly. And here is an absolutely crucial technical touch. It passes its structured JSON notes directly to the writer agent. Step 3, the writer parses that JSON and drafts the landing page copy and an email sequence. Step 4, the writer hands the draft to the reviewer agent, who checks it against your brand guidelines and literally sends it right back to the writer for revisions if it spots a hallucination or a formatting error.
Now imagine this entire iterative workflow, including the revisions and the fact-checking, happens completely autonomously. This setup completely removes you as the workflow bottleneck. You're no longer awkwardly copying and pasting text between different ChatGPT windows, trying to keep track of the context all by yourself. You are just overseeing the final brilliant output. Like Satya Nadella put it, the coming era of AI will not be about man versus machine, but man with machine collaboration. You elevate your role. You become the visionary director orchestrating the symphony, not the typist just banging on the keys.
Section 3. Why multi-agent systems win.
So why is the entire industry moving to this model? Well, look at the hard numbers.
Agencies and developer teams deploying these multi-agent workflows are reporting a massive 60% reduction in time when executing complex campaigns. Because specialized agents work in parallel, without getting confused or losing context, tasks that used to take human teams days of back-and-forth collaboration now literally take minutes to execute end-to-end. It's a real game changer. So the crucial point is that you get massive speed and high reliability through a strict division of labor. But there's another huge developer benefit here that often gets overlooked: significantly lower token costs. You see, you don't need to fire up a massive, expensive frontier model just to format a date string or extract a keyword. You can use smaller, hyper-specialized, and incredibly cheap open-source models for those narrow tasks. You reserve your heavy, expensive AI models exclusively for the complex reasoning and orchestration. Mixing and matching models like this is drastically cheaper and far more reliable than forcing one massive, expensive model to do absolutely everything.
Section 4. Modern Agent Orchestration Frameworks.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why the tooling landscape has completely exploded over the last year. You don't need to write heavy math or formal algorithms from scratch to build these systems today. Here's your rapid-fire overview of the modern frameworks you can use right now. Crew AI, fantastic for fast, intuitive, role-based setups. It's absolutely perfect for building out content pipelines or marketing teams. LangGraph is your go-to when you need complex state control, and it's especially powerful when you're building an app that requires a human-in-the-loop approval step before executing code. AutoAgent is excellent if your agents need to debate and iteratively refine their work in conversational group chats. And if you're looking for pure developer automation right inside your own terminal, Claude Code handles sub-agents spawning natively, writing and testing code right alongside you.
The core takeaway here is a defining concept for the future of development, which we call one brain, many hands. Building AI applications is no longer about finding the perfect, magical single prompt. It's entirely about orchestrating a specialized team. It's about designing the workflow, managing the handoffs, defining strict constraints, and letting specialized agents do what they do best, in perfect parallel harmony.
So, developers, I leave you with this provocative question as we wrap up this explainer. What will your first multi-agent team build? Will it be an automated marketing pipeline, a tireless research assistant, or a team of coding bots that review your pull requests? The tools are right there, waiting for you to orchestrate them. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new today, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button along with the bell icon.